Hi.
Hey. Hello, everybody. So we were just over on Crystal's channel doing sprints, and I figured we might as well keep it going, do some more sprints, and we're probably just gonna go for one. I guess if I have the energy to, but probably just one more sprint.
Yeah, I could do.
We'll see what happens, but definitely at least one more sprint and keep this going because I know there's a lot of people in Europe too that I know you guys need to sprint too. And I have more things to do anyway. He just woke up from a nap, so we're about to feed this one. I'm just going to say hi to everyone real quick in the comments, and then we'll start a sprint, and then we'll do some chatty bits. Hey, Kristen. Hello. How's everybody doing? Okay, that is just fine. Medication is important. Trust me, I know. Good reminder, Polly. Yeah, exactly. And hello, April. How are you doing? How's work going? Because I know you're by yourself there today, right? Just chilling out, having a chill time.
You're well manning it.
So, do you guys want to tell everyone, in case anyone wasn't on the previous sprints with Crystal, what you guys are reading?
I am reading Taken to Sassor by Elizabeth Stevens. It's the third in her alien romance series. And our hero is a barbarian alien shifter. Our heroine is a human. It's captive, language barrier, making consent very sexy. I love it so far. I'm gonna do. I could probably make my way. I could probably do most of the sprint, so I may or may not have to pop off. Send my little email, but I wanted to continue on a little more time with you guys.
I'm glad you did.
And I'm reading A Neural to Remember by Stacy Reed, and I just started, so I don't know much about it, but I'm really enjoying it. She's a cook. She loves to cook, and she has a lovely family full of loving sisters.
I love books where one or both of the characters are cooks or chefs. I'm on lunch now, running errands, reading A Duke Won't Do by Jessie. Is it Clever or Cleaver?
Cleaver. Let me see.
Cleaver.
Let me look that up. You guys destroy my TBR every time I'm on here.
Right? Oh, we have a Vita. How are you doing, Vita? What was that? Are you gonna roar? Okay. And I have a whiny Hank. Hank's my dog. Oh, did I tell you guys? I didn't. We just got fish too because we don't have enough going on. We have 2 kids, a dog, 3 cats, a whole lot of chickens, and now we have fish too.
Oh, that's fun though. It's fun though.
We got like some schooling fish that are pretty okay with the beta we have because a lot of times betas need to be alone. But if you have a big, my husband is like really into fish tanks, but he's always had fish tanks, and if you have a big enough tank and are with the right fish, you can put betas in with other fish. And so it's a beta and some schooling fish.
Have they been getting along?
They're doing good.
Oh, that's good.
The beta's really happy too. We named him we named him George. It was my idea, but everyone liked it because he was really curious and like he was like super excited and curious when he got there. Because you know when you get them, like they're in this tiny little thing and like.
Exactly.
And my husband's been feeding him, this is weird, but like mosquito larvae because we do have a big tub of water by our garden. And so it'll basically, I mean, it's a free mosquito larva farm, but we live in the woods too. So anywhere where water sits, there's going to be mosquito larvae.
Yeah.
Because we're in the woods and we have a creek and, you know, our whole neighborhood most people have creeks and So anyway, so we've been feeding him that, and he's like super happy. So.
Oh.
My grandfather used to have fish just for the mosquito larva. Oh, we used to, yeah, bait ourselves among the fish. He's big time.
More coffee is always good. Just at 11, but oh my goodness. I love her. She has really good taste too. She's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and start a sprint. I'm going to feed this little boy. He just woke up from a nap, so I'm going to do that. He's in a chatty mood apparently. But that's okay. Whoop. Okay. We will see everyone in 30 minutes.
All right, let me mute myself.
Hello.
Hello.
How was your sprint?
Good. Good. He's really a rake. She just learned that now. No, I'm really liking her. I'm really liking the way she writes. So I'm really happy with the book. And you? Were you able to read?
I was not. I fed the kiddos, and so they both had another snack because they have a snack every like 30 minutes. So they were snacking on bell peppers and cucumbers. And what else did I do? I did things. What did I do? Oh, I finished storing my basil. Because I like to rub it myself because I don't like when the stems get blended in. So I had to finish doing that, and that got all put away. And then I was cleaning up some because my dining room is a disaster right now. And I did something.
It's getting dark.
I did something. That's mom life. Yeah, I think I was just like running around cleaning and kids, and I
Yeah.
feel like there was something else that I missed because mom brain right now.
No, it's
You know how it
completely
goes.
understand. Completely understand. Mine are being tucked to bed at the moment, waiting for the last kiss of the
Yeah,
day.
they 2 and 4 is kind of like I think in
Yeah.
between there was like we're also doing like potty training stuff, and like so there's just stuff going on.
Mm.
Um
Now mine are 10 and 7 now, so it gets quiet.
I am very much looking forward to that age. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I totally feel you. I was like, how okay, I want to give fall vibes in my upcoming video, and how do I film doing that? But it's 97 degrees outside, and and this room actually gets like the worst air conditioning. I'm not sure why, but it just doesn't seem to do well in here. And if the door is closed, there's one vent. It's not a large room. It's probably like I don't know, maybe 12 by 14 or 12 by 12. I don't know. It's a small room, but it just does not do well with the door closed. So yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you. The hot weather. I'm ready for. I think we're at the death rattle right now because I think it's 97 today. Tomorrow's 98. So in Celsius, I don't know what that is. 30. Let me see. 98 degrees in Celsius. 36.6.
Yeah.
So almost 37 degrees. Hot.
Yeah.
But the rest, like
Here?
the forecast in the future is like lower. It's lowering in the next 10 days, which is good. We generally don't get out of like the steaming hot here until mid-September. There's usually like it hits a wall right like or not hits a wall. It's like it moves on in mid-September usually around here. But I'm in like one of the hottest areas of North Carolina.
Mm. So I'm kind of in north of Scotland, and it's 26 degrees, around 79 Fahrenheit, and the houses here are not set up for this. So when the sun hits, these greenhouses of this that the houses here in Aurora built, it gets so hot. So even though I'm used to hot, coming from Portugal was a little bit like has the same. Now I forgot the city, but it has the same temperatures as California coast. I'm not used to this. It's more humid here, and when it gets
That's the big
just
thing,
this
is the
slightly
humidity.
hot, yeah, just this slightly hot. This nothing really. But I guess it's so warm inside the houses.
It makes it makes a big difference when you have the humidity, and that's how it is here. So here it doesn't get as hot as California. So, well, if you're talking about like Southern California, um, they'll get into like the 110s in the summertime, and it won't get that hot here. It'll get into the it gets high 90s. Sometimes it'll get into like 100, 101.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is the humidity here. It's extremely humid, and the area I live,
Yeah.
it's kind of sunken down a little bit too. So yeah, it's super humid. Oh, and Tef had to pop off.
Yeah.
Um,
It
so
was so nice to meet her. I
she's
was like,
amazing. Don't you love her?
yeah, need another
Yes.
sprint with her so we can gush about books.
Yeah. I am. Oopsies. That's not what I'm trying to do. I am putting her channel in the description right now, and see. I'm like slow on the computer. Okay, I've got everyone linked down below. Okay, so I've got my Romance Has No Limits Instagram down below in the description. So you'll have to refresh the page to see it, but I've got your Instagram, and then I've got Tiff Talk pages.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube channel also linked down below. So just make sure to refresh if you haven't already subscribed to both of them, or is that what you call it on Instagram? Subscribe? No, follow. Follow. Right?
I have no idea.
Follow.
Subscribe. Huh? The bell
um
button. The bell button. Tick the bell.
Kristen is going to be reading
Comment.
Gallant. I hope you like that. Of course it is, and you're hitting halfway. Like, I need to go to the highway and see your updates on that. I was trying to read ACOTAR this month, and honestly, I was like, well, this was my mindset. I was like, okay, well, I want to read fantasy romance. Let's read a SJM. And I was like, should I continue in the series I haven't finished yet? Or should I reread ACOTAR? And I really wanted to reread ACOTAR because Vita is reading or just read ACOTAR for the first time, and I wanted to like chat my updated thoughts.
Yeah. I need to follow
And
her
I was
on Discord.
yeah, and I was like, well, I really should continue in the series. I kind of regret my decision. I'm like 120 pages into Air of Fire.
Mm.
And I get that everyone loves it. Okay, hear me out. I get that everyone loves the Throne of Glass series, and that's great and everything. But here's the thing, like, I think that a lot of the love for it is nostalgia. Like how I feel. I'm sure a lot of people have like nostalgia towards it, right? And
Yeah, because it was one of the first, I guess.
and it was one of the first, and it's like I think a lot of the tropes and things have really become popular, and they've been done so well. And okay, I'm going to make an, I don't know what do you call it, like an analogy. I'm going to make an analogy, okay, or an example. Okay, I don't know. You know how classics, right? Classics are classics for a reason, but classics aren't necessarily classics because they're good. They're generally classics because they did something for the first time. And a lot of classics you read now, I often am not a huge fan of them. And I can see things, I'm like, I can think of so many modern day books that have done this better. But that classic was the first classic to do that. And so that's why it's a classic. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that thing is. And I honestly feel so far, that's really how I'm feeling with Throne of Glass. I think that maybe these are the first times some of these tropes and things were seen or done this way. And so people read it at a time when you do create and generate a lot of nostalgia. But the thing is, I've read so much fantasy romance, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and reading this as an adult, I'm looking at these things and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I'm guessing this has not been done before or done maybe not in this way. It's so many people hopped off since I started talking crap about Throne of Glass.
No, but let me just tell you why it gripped me. Because when I read it, I was already not in that kind of mood for YA anymore, anyway. So so at some point, I was skimming. So I am not one of those talk, fans. That there were parts that were tough for me to read because I was not already on that with that age or with that interest. But the last book, that's where it caught me because of her character growth. Because she has that strong personality, right? And on the last book, you kind of see it finally reaching a level of maturity that you can, I don't know, relate to. And also the witches, their story was incredible. The Eileen, is that her name? The other witch?
I've only met one witch.
Okay. So, there is so many books, so many characters, you start to enjoy them. So you create that bond. So that's what happened to me. I really created that bond. But no, I get what you're saying. And maybe you can read a bit by bit, and then I don't know.
That's what I'm doing right now. It's like I haven't read the second book since probably 6 months ago. This is when I read Crown of Midnight, and then I was thinking,
it's okay.
I was thinking like, well, let's do this next one. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, here's the thing: people are gonna hate me. I'm probably about to DM it, and I know everyone's like, oh my god, this is when it gets good. But you know what? Sometimes I just make unpopular reading decisions. That's just me sometimes.
I had an idea. You liked the Plated Prisoners by Revan Kennedy. You liked To Bleed My Crystal Bloom, and I'm so happy. So maybe you will also like the latest Jay Breeze fantasy romance.
Here's the thing. Okay, let me get into this one. This should be interesting. Okay, so I did read Scepter. The Scepter is the first novella, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I read it, and so I'm really into herbology, like herbalism and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I had a major issue.
Okay.
That really, like, when something really stupid just gets to you in a book and it takes you out of the story repeatedly. Tinctures and tea are not the same thing. They are not the same thing at all. A tincture is not a tea. A tincture is when an herb or sometimes it's like a bark or a root or something is slowly sits in alcohol for months. Like months. It takes months to make a tincture. A tea is hot water or water and you steep it in it that. So you cannot, she's like, oh, she makes a tincture here, she makes a tincture there. It's like, and then she's using it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I picked it up. She just,
She meant tea and she kept saying tincture.
Yeah.
And it bothered me.
But for the sake of argument, so the sword will not have any tincture at all. And maybe the main book itself will not have that much of so many talks about that.
Like the witchy herbalist. Yeah, I know. I know that's the stupidest thing, right? Hold on, my husband just texted me. Yes, we do. Do we have a calculator? We do have a calculator. So
I get you, but it's just to know that I thought that book was so cool, and that's because she's not that character in the main book. She's not.
She's not the main character.
No, she's not that character. So she evolves. She grows up.
Okay, is she still doing witchy things?
She's still doing witchy things, but she's a tougher one.
Okay. See, I liked everything else, and I was liking the world. So yeah, I will definitely consider that. I will consider. It's when it's just something just takes you out. So for some people, it's like
Yeah.
modern day references. For some people, it's like, I mean, everyone has their things, right? And
as from STEM, being from STEM, if you put modern stuff there, like, is this medieval or modern? It takes me out. Yeah, no, I totally understand.
yeah, and I'm a gardener, and like I save most of my own herbs. I do make a lot of tinctures. I make salves. I make my people probably don't know this about me. I make everyone in my family's lip balm myself. I make a lot of our stuff myself, and make my own like household cleaners oftentimes. And so I'm really into herbalism and essential oils and things like that. So and then also, like I said, a lot of it I grow myself, and then use for like herbal remedies for my family or for food. So I just like, it's like, I know it's the weirdest thing.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. It's just it's a shame because I think you would like that book.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm guessing my delivery's here. Yes, lip balm. I do. And you know what? It's funny. It's the simplest thing. And you're putting something on your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't wear much lipstick, but I do for like when I'm doing certain videos, like sometimes for videos and stuff like that, and for sometimes for dates and like stuff like that. But like lip balm, I put on like 5 times a day. It's constantly going on my mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's going, and so yeah, I do, and it's the easiest thing really. Lip balm is very easy to make, and it's way cheaper to make it yourself. It's just half coconut oil, half beeswax. If you just do a double boiling system, so like either like a glass bowl, or you can use a metal bowl on top of a pot of boiling water, so it will slowly melt. And it's just half and half. And then you put it into whatever container you want to use. You can get for very, very cheap on Amazon, like a whole roll of these little lip balm containers. And then what I do is once they're in there and it's cooled just a touch, but still mostly liquid, I add in a few drops of organic peppermint essential oil. And everyone in my family uses that. So everyone has their own lip balms with their initials on them. And I make it every couple of months. It's really easy. I know, isn't it cool?
It took me a while to put it because of geometry. It's a bit tough.
Yeah. Oh, it's not wallpaper.
Yeah.
Oh, it is wallpaper. Okay.
It is wallpaper. Yeah.
Okay. But is it like small pieces or?
It's the typical what, 60 centimeters.
But then you had to
wide
line them up,
roll.
right?
Yeah, that was tough.
I bet. Yeah,
Thank
me too,
you.
April. I think it's a sensory thing. I'm weird with certain sensory things, and I put
I'm
lotion on my hands a lot, and especially with my lips, I put on lip balm. I mean, I said 5 so I wouldn't get embarrassed, but it's more often than 5. But I feel like it's a weird tick of mine.
I
Like right
I
now,
know.
I have lipstick on, and I've had this on for 4 hours, and I'm very like I'm uncomfortable because I need to put lip balm on my lips.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
No, I know exactly the ingredients of the one I use, and I don't trade it with it. And it's a kind of a ugly pharmacy one.
I liked, the ones I really liked was Burt's Bees, but they're expensive. So that's, I mean, it literally, what I make at home literally is Burt's Bees.
Mm,
But Burt's Bees is like $5 for a tube.
yeah.
And I think it probably it costs me maybe $1 to make it.
April, I do the same. My mom even slaps my hand every time she sees me chew my lips. Oh,
Really?
do the same.
I don't. But I know people that do. I know my sister, she picked at her cuticles.
Yeah, my mom as well.
EOS or Blistex. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, my son also, Jonah, he gets very dry lips. And his skin is similar to mine. He also gets, if there's a mosquito within 10 miles, it will bite him. And that's how I am too. What's up, bud? Anyway, it was fun hanging out with you guys. I'm glad we got to extend the sprint a little bit.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah.
And I'm getting so tired. So the day's ending and I'm getting done. My brain just shut down.
Yeah, he's done too. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come here. It's okay. Okay, so we're gonna head out. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm glad that you were able to. I'm glad we were able to extend the sprints a little bit and extend the fun. I hope you guys had a productive time or were able to get some reading done. And we will see everyone soon. There's going to be sprints on today's Monday, so Wednesday. I know someone's got sprints. Oh, he's going to be certifying to be a crane operator. I did not know that. My husband. For anyone that doesn't know, my husband is a heavy equipment operator. And so I guess he's getting his crane operator license. He's actually wanted to do that for a while. Something must have come up. Okay. The next sprints are bless you.
Bless you.
Outside. We're not going outside right now. It's way too hot.
Too hot?
Too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Today is the 21st of April. April is hosting sprints at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. Okay, so everyone, April is the next host our sprints. So we'll see everyone then. I don't know if I'll be on those or not. I will definitely be in the comments if I can, though. And I may be popping on because I've been in a sprinty mood. So we will see everybody soon.
Bye.
Y'all have a good night, afternoon, morning, wherever you are.